Oh, I'm not done yet. Yeah, I'm not done reviewing places I go to on holiday. This is going to sound so weird out of context. Around 2 years ago, I did a review of my trip to Egypt, which, it went pretty well. I had a good time there, even if it was a pretty relaxed vacation. Since it wasn't really a gaming video, and my channel was mainly about indie games, it ended up as one of my less viewed videos. But that's not going to stop me. Okay, maybe it will, I'm self-conscious. Like, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm, by the way.
So awesome.
This time on the planetary dartboard, we aim for Lanzarote, an island located to the left of Morocco. Lanzarote is a relatively small island featuring several beaches across a volcanic landscape. And by that I mean... oh my goodness. There's so many slopes around here. Also wait, Lanzarote? Is it with like A at the end? I'm gonna feel so stupid recording this part. Anyways, first we gotta go from fish and chips land to... fish and chips land with slopes. We'll get to that part later. On the drive to the airport, I actually took attention to the amount of plants around for some reason. I mean, yeah, it's July at the time when I recorded and went on this trip, which means yes, I did record this over 6 months ago after the trip. But the amount of plants growing about against the highways and pavements of our modern era, it really interests me. Even after all this time, plants have still found a way to keep growing around and are just like, I'm gonna grow right here. Yeehaw! That's how flowers work, right? I also saw cows during the journey, but I didn't record them.
You failed!
Parking at the lot, I've only just realised how liminal car parks can be. Especially those layered concrete ones, even higher up floor, where sunlight is still kind of shining through, but not entirely due to the ceiling. It's just kind of a forlorn, empty feeling, as most people are typically away from the car. So it creates this lonely atmosphere because, well, barely anyone's there since they're on holiday. Man, I got deep. Anyways, here's me going through the lovely advertising walkway. I didn't record the walkway. I was gonna make like a funny joke on how it's shameless advertising, which I also kind of do for myself in indie games, which I primarily review, but I don't have any footage. Join the Adventure Discord server, by the way. On the bright side, we had pizza, which was good. We had snacks, it was good. We watched a soulless corporate flight safety video, it was bad. Wait, we didn't? We didn't have that? Not even like a flight safety video? Shoot, I keep messing this up. This sucks. Oh, by the way, while we were eating at the pizza place, I got like this evil strawberry that had a mouth my melon lemonade drink, and I just thought that was pretty funny. I couldn't bring myself to eat it. Unfortunately, my annoying brother sat his fat YouTubes on the leftmost seat, so I wasn't able to record the takeoff. Screw it, I'll just recreate it. You know, I only just noticed that I talk about the journey to the country way more than I probably should in a video about Lanzarote. Oops! I'm out! I mean, you didn't really need to be dramatic about it. Alright, now that we're all here, we can see what's going on with how Creepjob's been taking over the channel. I mean, I didn't really want to do this, but alright. Anyways, where's that laptop that he was on? Where was it? Oh, so this room is a complete mess, ugh. First impressions entering Lanzarote were, there's a lot of cacti here. Like, a ton of it. Like, so much it's almost like some sort of infection that's going on here. There's cacti on the floor, there's short cacti, long cacti, baby cacti, dead cacti, purple cacti, freaking cactus trees! I think I walked past a cactus person at one point. It was insane, and I think there may be a cactus uprising soon. Look, if tumbleweed can become a huge issue across the world, then we better watch out for the cactus too. We had to take a ride on the bus to reception, though it kinda took a while. But there were gumdrops, so that's plus 5 points for the books. We only just got to our house as night dawned, unlike Egypt, where it was straight up past midnight there. I still need rest though. I'm still gonna past midnight playing later. Cuckoo, this is going too far. I mean, we don't have to take revenge or kill people. We can just live. We can be happy with how we are. We don't have to be recording all the time, you know? Right? I get it, Cuckoo, I get it. It's just different, times changed, but we can move on. In the new frontiers. I mean, we're getting old, it's time to decay even, but still, we're all together, and I think we should care about that. Cuckoo. I'm sorry, Yoshi. I just can't take that. I just can't take that. But where did he come from? Where did that creation come from? It wasn't natural. So one day he just showed up and then didn't take over the channel. I'll handle this myself. He's changed so much, but what happened? Why is Cuckoo like this now? He was always a leader, but now he just seems strict and spiteful. Alright, morning time. Much like a holiday in Egypt, we had a breakfast buffet. Not lunch or dinner though, it was just breakfast specifically. I think I had like sandwiches every day for lunch during that trip. The selection here was pretty good. There was cereal, juice, sausages, bacon, baked beans, a lot of different kinds of eggs for some reason, yogurt jars and fillings for sandwiches. I tried some plain yogurt, but it was actually incredibly sour. I mean, I know I'm into sweet stuff, but I don't think anyone would enjoy it by itself. Also, do not mix chocolate with it. It did not help whatsoever. There were pancakes though, there were pancakes. Yeah, I did have a lot of pancake stuff. Oh, don't worry, he didn't die like in Egypt, where I had to buy yet another flesh automaton to finish recording. By the way, besides the buffet, there was a pool, for some reason. I mean, it probably wasn't for the breakfast buffet, since I think the place also opens up later with a bar. But I think it's really funny that they added a pool besides the buffet, like, oh man, it would be so awesome if I could go to the pool after eating breakfast. Speaking of pools, our house for the trip had one. That's the only real notable thing I can say, to be honest. I mean, there was a washing machine in a slightly unnerving place, but I didn't record that. Lanzarote may be cooler than Egypt, big surprise, but it was certainly windy. Trees swayed as if they were alive, and a lot of my footage had the mic blasted with the rustling of all the plant life about. Well, you know what, Yoshi? Let's not let that get to us too much. Let's just enjoy our time and help me. Wait, what? Spino, what are you doing there? Yeah, someone in this cool gator, fast cool gator, and decided to ride it. Okay, that sounds kind of dangerous, but okay, I guess. Well, he is being unnecessarily risky right there. Help me! I don't know how to swim! Well, we warned him. Later that day, we headed out to the village, and remember earlier how I said fish and chips land with slope? We'll get to that part later. I wasn't joking about the slope part. Outside of where we resided, the journey down to the village has some pretty steep hills. Not so deep that it requires caution when descending, but it's super noticeable when you're in a car. One other thing I caught on rewatching my footage was that there were tons of dirt piles, broken bits of rubble lying about, and entire patches of land emptied out, probably for future housing, which I might see this year as we're returning to Lanzarote this year in 2025. Should have picked a different country so I could make like a new video. But then again, I did this like 7 months late, so maybe it was the best choice. For dinner, we went to a local diner down said very slopey village. It had this really cool aesthetic with all the neon about, where there were TVs playing football, as it was football season then, but I did not care for football.
What?
When it came to the food, I had fish and chips. It was pretty good. There was a big, nice, juicy fish that was all battered up good. But the real star of the show was the hot brownie with toffee sauce and ice cream. Oh, it was so good, with the sweet creamy bake combined with the refreshing vanilla chill of the ice cream. I had it like 3 times during the trip. That was how good it was. So if any of you by chance are going to Lanzarote, you better order that, because it will change your life. Okay, maybe not. Right, we actually went here multiple times, once to even just get dessert. My only other memory of what we had here was right before we had to go back to Britain, where I had a burger, which was one of those bready homemade-esque ones with crumbly buns and Edam cheese. I didn't like it, the onions weren't dissolved enough, and I'm sure you noticed by now, but I didn't get much footage. Oh god, why are they everywhere? On the way back, we got some lunch resources. Nothing special, however, as it was just chicken slices, bread and crisps. Also, much like Egypt, oh wow, I'm just repeating my points here. I am just so... Also, much like Egypt, I spent a lot of my time here swimming in the pool by the house. Back in the good old UK, I actually haven't really done much swimming anymore, or anything to be honest. I'm not sure if it's just me, but ever since COVID, it's just kind of been cloudy in general. God, I just need to stop making videos and get a life for once. I really need to go out and go to that farm. That would be fun. This stuff is really good. This is real refreshing. Yeah, and I'm so happy that you're with us, Dry Bones, now. It's been so long after all. Wait, hang on, what? You and Cooper are related? Yeah, Dry Bones my cousin from Australia, if you didn't know. I didn't really take paratrooper lessons though. I guess he was more into that stuff. What? Don't you just put wings on for that? Hey, Yoshi, Koopa, the other skeleton guy. I'm on the alligator raft right now. I'm on him right now. Whoa, wait, no, Pichu, don't do that. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Skipping ahead of a few days near the end of our trip, we went down to the city via taxi because we don't really have a car. Do not order a taxi in Lanzarote. The taxi was practically suffocating me with the really toxic air, and the fact we were all cramped up really did not help. I felt like I was dying there. I'd rather have my legs and bones nearly shatter from the sheer weight from travelling the volcanic terrain than go there again. Ah well. We're at the city right beside the ocean and came across an American Indian themed cafe. This time I was able to get some good footage around of the cafe, and I really do like the aesthetics. It feels lively even without many customers about. But, well, I'm sorry, but look, it's American themed. I had to dock off 10 points, that's the rules. I don't care if you think America is the best country on earth, that's how it works on the Creep Trap channel. TM. I need a name for this channel besides my name. Check out my old channel, by the way.
What is your friend? We meet once again, old friend. Your healthy noodles is always there for you. Always together.
I actually didn't get to experience the city for that much, as I was getting pretty tired at the time. Probably because of all the milkshakes I had at the diner. Like, I'm not kidding, I had 3 of those. Oh my god, I just remembered. I had a giant burger there. There was like bacon, cheese, meat, even more meat, I think. There was like mayo, maybe. Due to my tiredness from the food and drink, I couldn't really do much after we went to the cafe. But before we went, I touched sand in this clip. Cool. Also, I got some souvenirs to bring home. I got this really cool macaw with a Lanzarote sign on it, although it's unfortunately lost its tail from a fall after I hung it up. There's also Gubbly. We love Gubbly. Yeah, not very much happened on my trip to Lanzarote, so I don't have much to commentate on. I mean, there was like 8 million fish and chip shops that all sold the exact same tasting fish and chips. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I've got like a conspiracy theory going on about that place, and I think what's going on is that this is all by the same business, and they're trying to be like competing brands so they can make as much money as possible. I know it's a bit of a wild theory, but I'm gonna stick to my guns and say that's true. It probably isn't though. Once it was time to go back, our trip back wasn't as rough and mentally draining as it was in Egypt, where I think it was also midnight, and it was this absolutely dreadful experience with the low-tech airport stuff. Though we did have to wait for a long time for the plane to get ready, and by that point the sun had long sunk, and what didn't help was that the Wi-Fi there wasn't. Yeah, this trick is getting old by this point. Overall, looking back after, well, again, 7 months, Lanzarote was alright. I think my trip to Egypt was better overall, but I probably prefer Lanzarote's climate as it was still warm, but I brought 2 bottles for this holiday hot, especially with the generally stronger blowing wind I experienced there. As for my ranking of Lanzarote, I give it, slightly boring. In my opinion, results may vary with personal experience.
Wow, what a long, coincidentally 7 a long day it's been for us, say Cooper? Yeah man, it's been such a long time since we've been on holiday together as a group. It kind of brings me back to the time when we went on holiday together.
Wow, what a great day outside it is. Oh, how sunny it is. Oh, needs doors. There's no way to change it. I'm sure.
Well, now Crew Trap's in control of the channel, and wait, if Cuckoo destroys Crew Trap's channel, then Cooper, we have to go fast, quick, let's get in.
It had some pretty messy parts about it.
Oh great,
Like the heavy wind, but the frankly awful taxi service and pregnant location. Stop that!
That's not creep trap.
Well, that's another country I've reviewed. I really should have written the script the moment I finished the holiday, and I might actually regret some of what I said on my second holiday there after re-evaluating it. But that's what you get for not writing down your clear-cut thoughts out immediately. Hope you enjoyed regardless, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And maybe comment too. I think comments are good for the algorithm.